It goes with my pictures. Picture these pictures that belong to my mommy. I got them from my sister Kathy. So nice. And my little baby plant over here. It's very nice. Nice little plant. Vincent's ready for a nap. I just wanted to say something real quick. In church the other night, they give the definitions of different things, and they were talking about the definition of what God means when He says good. And I love that they're talking about this, because it goes to one of my very, very, very favorite Bible verses, which is in Romans chapter 7, verse 18 and 19. Probably goes into 22, I don't know. But it says, "For I know that in my body nothing good dwells. For the good that I will to do, I do it not. But the evil I will not to do, it's that I practice." And that really stuck out to me when I was in jail, because I started thinking about, because when I was younger, I liked to think that I was a pretty good kid. And over time, the things that I practiced, the things I put into my life, I got into smoking, to cussing. You know how when you're little, you try to sneak little cuss words in and here and there, and it's funny. And I started doing that. I started, being disruptive in classes and in school. When my parents divorced, it really, really got bad. Me and my brother, we were out to really ruin any chance my mother had at getting with another guy, because we kind of blamed her for what was going on a lot, which I totally look back on that now, and now that you're older, you get a little insight into how hard it is to be an adult sometimes. So anyway, back to the subject. It's what I practiced is what shaped me and molded me into who I was. And instead of doing what God told me to do and following His wisdom and guidance inside, I started doing drugs. I started drinking. Started having sex. And that's what I multiplied in my life, because God tells us whatever we do, He will multiply it for us. Now, not to say He multiplied the bad, but that's just what I was doing. So for much of my life. But I was listening to Pastor talk about being good and what good means in the Bible. And he said it means you're being a loyal, faithful servant of God. It's good. So that's what we were created to be. In the beginning, we're all inherently good. We're created in His image and to be a loyal and faithful servant of Him. And in time, we start learning other things. We go to school and we hear what other kids do, how their parents think. We come home, our parents tell us how to think, our siblings tell us how to think. Our idea of good is so skewed that we don't know what good is anymore. People tell you you're bad when you're growing up. It's a bad girl, you don't do that, that's a bad thing. And that's just their perception of bad. So it gets really confusing sometimes to distinguish one from the other, depending on just how you're brought up, and you have to counter in your perception and other people's. So I don't know, it's just something to think about. That's why they say the thing, you practice what you preach, and practice makes perfect. And that's where these little sayings come from. goes straight back to the Bible. And I always knew that growing up. I always dug into it. I always wanted one, even if it was just to have it in my possession. And sometimes I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I know that there is wisdom in that stuff. I always knew that, and it's what I look to when I'm looking for something that is true, something that I can believe in, because they say that inside every man, woman, and child is a fundamental belief in God. We all are born with this fundamental idea of God, and it just comes natural to us to seek God, to look for God, to seek God in things. So just be mindful of what you practice today. I think that is very important. I know the more kindness you show to other people, the easier it'll be for you to love your neighbor as you love thyself. The more patience you show in situations will strengthen your patience in all things. The baby's crying now. I guess that's all for me. He told me to shut up. He wants to go bye-bye, but we're going to bed. So, not me, but he. Alright. Talk to you later. Bye.